You are now watching the new episode of iMallyTV. I wear my West Indies. I wear the fuck my curry chicken and my rice and peas. Let's not delay because the streets have been talking. Let's get into this. Okay, so first YouTube video, what a coincidence that this week the streets actually want to talk about me and drag me before the YouTube has even launched. I'm already causing ruffles. So, earlier on this week, it was announced that Perrie Edwards from Little Mix is pregnant, and I was like, well, damn. Little Mix are done. They are finished out here. So me and my big mouth went and go post on Twitter. Little Mix are over. No, and behold, people decided to drag me from the less pieces of hair on my hair follicles all the way to the national park. I could not believe it. So basically, I'm saying Little Mix are done in it because to me, they're done out here. But people over here on the Twitter side are trying to say that I believe in misogyny and that I'm sexist and that Little Mix are not over and that women can have children and still continue on with their career. Yada, 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 yada. Blah, 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 blah. Apparently, I am sexist. Okay, first of all, let me clear this up. I did not mean that Little Mix are over tomorrow or next week. I'm saying that you guys need to prepare for Little Mix to be done because there's 2 members of Little Mix that are pregnant. They have been a full-time cast members of this band. So therefore, their schedules are going to clash. I've been working with women for a long time. When women get pregnant, circumstances fucking change. It's a girl band. They've been doing this full-time for a long time. They've been consistent. They've been on the road. They've been touring. They've been making music. They've been giving us life for 10 fucking years. Now that they're having children, I'm telling you, this shit's gonna slow down. Their circumstances are gonna change. Their schedules are gonna change. They're not gonna see eye to eye with their schedules and what they wanted to do in their future endeavors. So try know it's gonna come to an end, and that is exactly what I meant. I am not sexist. I'm a fucking batty man. I was raised by a single mother. 75% of my friends are female. 85% of the artists that I listen to are fucking female. So there's no way that I'm a sexist pig. Okay, so you people over there on Twitter, rein your neck in. Okay. Apart from that, I am really happy for Perrie. However, it's a complete utter shock and a complete utter gag. But I'm happy for Perrie. They've clearly been getting busy in and out of these lockdowns. So, you know, apparently they're going to bring the babies onto the tour. So me personally, I feel like the next album that they're going to bring is going to be their final album. They probably would do a farewell tour and then probably going to call it a day. I feel like they're going to go their separate ways. Perrie probably might go solo. Leigh-Anne, she's probably going to go on this little, you know, finding her feet thing, you know, finding who she is. You know, she probably might continue with music. I don't know where Leigh-Anne will be as a solo endeavor, but I know for sure Jade probably still definitely will be on TV because she's got that personality. So I know Jade will be still out there. But me personally, I'm saying Little Mix are done. Who don't like it? Tough. So Little Mix literally have been their names have been thrown on the streets like nobody's business. So Leigh-Anne's documentary aired on Thursday on BBC One, and you can watch it back on BBC iPlayer if you missed it. And I would definitely consider it, watching it if you are a fan of Little Mix and Leigh-Anne. She was talking about race in the industry and obviously her experience of race and other black women's experience of race within the music industry. And I definitely will encourage everyone to, if you're a fan of Little Mix and if you're a fan of Leigh-Anne, I definitely would encourage you to watch it. For me, I was when I first saw the trailer of the documentary, I was really, really, really impressed because for me, Leigh-Anne, she represented black girls as a whole for Little Mix. And when Little Mix started, when people asked me who is my favorite band, who is my favorite band member, straight up, Leigh-Anne. The reason why, because she's representing quality, she's representing my people. So Leigh-Anne's always been one of my favorite band members of Little Mix. But I always wanted to know how she dealt with being the only black member in the group. And I went to a Little Mix concert and I was shocked at the audience. Like, me, big man, got direct debits coming in and out of my account. Like, I was like, I'm going to the Little Mix concert. I'm gonna enjoy myself. And then when I went into the concert, when I'm seeing all these little girls there dancing and singing around me, I was like, I didn't know I paid to be in a nursery. Like, literally, there was bare little girls, bare little white girls as well in the arena. And I was like, rah, I thought it was going to be grown people here. Like, there is picnic in here. And so I was really intrigued to see how she's handled being the only black girl in the group. And to be honest, I was quite shocked. I'm quite disappointed that she was very naive to the fact that she was the only black girl in the group and not seeing that much representation in media until this whole George Floyd thing came about. Like, racism wasn't a thing for her until this whole George Floyd thing came about. And if you watch the documentary, I really want to blame it on her parents, especially her father, because her father just doesn't see himself as a black man. He just sees himself as him. And I feel like that's the problem that they've done with raising up Leigh-Anne, because she wasn't self-aware. Like, it wasn't until she went into X Factor, what X Factor was in Little Mix, that somebody turned around to her and said, look, you're the black girl, so you need to work twice as hard. Whereas her parents didn't teach her that. Her parents didn't let her know the kind of troubles she would face. And to me, I think that's where she's gone wrong. Like, I gotta give it to her. Well done for reaching out and trying to find out the struggles and trying to understand things and trying to understand your own culture and, you know, all them kind of things. So, like, congratulations to her for doing it off her own back. She would have been more woke if her parents let her know that shit just might be a little bit harder for you. So yeah, like, that just kind of definitely kind of threw me off. But on another side, like, Keisha from Sugar Babes was on the documentary, Nayo, and so was Alexandra Burke. And one thing that I have to say is, the industry was saying that Keisha from Sugar Babes is a bully, which to me is completely and utterly absurd, because from day one, from Sugar Babes' first date, from their first single, you could tell Keisha is an innocent, black, sweet girl. Like, you could, like, for me, she's not hard-faced. She doesn't have a resting bitch face. Like, when you look at Keisha, you just see a delightful black girl. So for someone to say that she's a bully is, wow. But, you know, we all know, if you know. And Alexandra Burke, you could always tell that they was trying to filter down Alexandra Burke. And one example that I'm going to tell you, but I'm not going to go deep into it, is her Start Without You music video. Because originally, Alexandra Burke recorded her Start Without You music video it was somewhere in the Caribbean. And then Simon Cowell switched it and it came very vanilla. That's all I'm going to say. Vanilla. And Ray exposed a lot of things about her, and I didn't even know that Ray was mixed race. I genuinely thought she was fully white. And she's exposed a lot of things about her starting off her career in the R&B market, and now she's in the dance market. Like, honestly, the documentary is very insightful, and if you definitely want to see things from Leigh-Anne's point of view and from other artists' point of view, I would definitely tell you to watch it. I just want to end on this note about the documentary. Leigh-Anne, are you sure that you want to continue dating this man? So, like I said, Little Mix have definitely been cleaning up these streets. That's all people have been talking about this week. This week, they also won Best British Girl. I think they won Best British Group in the Brit Awards, or Best Girl Group at the Brit Awards. It was one of them. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And it's the first time a girl group has ever won the award. So yeah, I think it's Best British Group, and their speech was phenomenal. They shouted out to Sugar Babes, Girls Aloud, and I can't remember, All Saints, and yeah, it was well deserved. Like I said earlier on, Little Mix have been giving us life for 10 years. It's well deserved. However, Spice Girls and the Sugar Babes and All Saints definitely deserve their flowers, especially the Spice Girls. Like, they are internationally known. So they definitely should have won Best British Group ages ago. So, you know, but Little Mix, they've taken home the award now. So shout out to them and well deserved. On the other side of the Brit Awards, Billy Porter, what was going on with the makeup? Like, what is this? What was all of this? Like, I love Billy Porter, and he has stolen the show on previous red carpets. But you see what he wore at the Brit Awards? I don't know what the fuck this is, but you need to throw it away. You need to sack your makeup artist, and we just need to go back to the drawing board, because this, honey, is not it. So Porsha from Real Housewives of Atlanta has been teething people's man. Oh no. So Porsha has had the biggest scandal on the streets this week. So word on road is Porsha had a friend on Real Housewives of Atlanta the recent season. I haven't actually watched this recent season because it bored me to death. I got to episode 2 and I was like, nope, I ain't got time for this. So apparently, Porsha introduced one of her friends onto the show, and that friend's husband was there. And you know, there's video footage and all that kind of bullshit all over the internet. If you watched the latest season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, you would have seen it. Now, the fucking gag is, apparently her friend and the husband have broken up, and now Porsha and that husband are now together. Honestly, the fucking gag. Like, honestly, when you see the clip of Porsha and the friend introducing her husband and whatsoever, like, Porsha was too friendly for my liking, from what I'm hearing and from what I've seen and from the evidence that she teeth out people, man. Like, I'm like, okay, so it sounds like sis was plotting from the get-go. And all I can say to this is the reason why you need to protect your own. You need to protect your own, because not everybody need to be around your man. Not everybody need to be around what you have. Because people are red-eye and jealous, and people don't like to see you have what them want. So you have to protect what is around you. Listen, not everybody is meant to meet your partner, you know. Not everyone is meant to meet your partner, and not everyone should be friendly with your partner. Like, you genuinely have to protect your own. You see me? Listen, me build up wall. Wall will be around what is mine, because if anybody try come for mine, try no. World War III is breaking out. So Porsha, good luck, hon. It seems like you can never keep a man anyway, so hopefully you can keep other people's man. But listen, honey, the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm going to be tuning in, because I want to know the ins and outs of this storyline. So over on the music side, I just want to say, first of all, because I'm a big Sugar Babes fan, Sugar Babes are back. The original Sugar Babes. So that's Mutia, Keisha and Siobhan. Now, a couple of years ago, Mutia, Keisha and Siobhan came back as MKS, but they've recently been doing a legal battle to get the original Sugar Babes name back to them, because they didn't have legal right over their name. I believe that they have now won the case to have the Sugar Babes name back to them, and it is now Mutia, Keisha and Siobhan. They are now back, and they've recently re-released their first album, One Touch, on Spotify and all those major streaming services. And they've released a remix of Run for Cover, which is remixed by the UK legend Nicki. So I definitely want you guys to go check that out. Look out for Sugar Babes, because it looks like they're coming back either this year or later on, or earlier on next year. So definitely keep an eye on the Sugar Babes. I know I will be. Another thing that I want to mention about music is B Young. So B Young has finally announced that he's going to be releasing his album. And it's a long time coming, like he's just released single after single after single. And I really do enjoy the singles that he's been making. Well, some of them. So when he's on his sweet boy vibe, I do like B Young. He's going to be releasing an album. I don't think there's a release date yet, but it's coming. So you guys definitely need to check that out. And I'm really proud that he is actually finally releasing the album, because this single after single after single after single after single, it's not for me. Like, give me a body of work. So B Young giving us a body of work. I do hope it's going to be strong. I'm going to be looking out for that. And if you're a fan of B Young, make sure you look out to hear my review on the album. So, Nicki Minaj has shaken the fucking table. She has re-released Beam Me Up Scotty on streaming services. New album cover and all sorts. And it's also got a new track on there, Fractions, which is an absolute killer. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. Gotta be honest. That's one thing that you're gonna get from me is honesty. I wasn't a fan of Fractions when I first heard it. It lost me in the third verse. Like, in the third verse, it lost me. But to be honest, I was quite busy. So the third verse lost me. But when I actually took time to listen to it again, I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is a fucking track. And she's coming for bitches. And you know what kind of bitches I'm talking about. So Beam Me Up Scotty is finally on streaming services. Listen, the original barbs are fucking in their zone. Like, I'm in my zone, like itty bitty piggy. Yeah, itty bitty piggy. Itty bitty piggy. I Get Crazy. Beam Me Up Scotty, the actual track, Still I Rise. Can anybody hear me? The Best I Ever Had remix, like the interludes. Like, Beam Me Up Scotty is one of the best mixtapes I've ever heard. So if you are a fan of Nicki Minaj in the new age, get to know Nicki Minaj in the old age, because her old stuff was phenomenal. So if you like her new stuff, you're definitely gonna like Beam Me Up Scotty. Also, the Boss Ass Bitch remix is on there, and you know Nicki fucking killed that fucking song. So it's all up on streaming service now. Go get that added onto your motherfucking playlist. If you ain't bumping it, I surely will. So J. Cole has finally released his new album, and there's one thing that I just need to tell you guys. I fucking love J. Cole. And you know what? Listening to this album, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I think this has got to be, it probably is one of my favorite albums from him. I think it's going to be one of my favorite albums from him. I listened to it this morning, and upon listening to it on the first listen, there was there was a lot of tracks that really stood out for me, and that's a strong album. And I haven't really listened to an album and liked more than 3 tracks in a long time. So I really enjoyed this J. Cole album. So I definitely would recommend you guys listening to it. Let's get into my favorite tracks from the album. So My Life, Applying Pressure, 100 Mil, Pride is the Devil, and Let Go My Hand. Let Go My Hand was probably the one that really stood out for me, and it was, I think that one was, there's always a track on J. Cole's album that really touches me personally. Sparks May Fly, Love Yours, I think there was a track on his last album, I think it was Drunk Addict or something like that. Something Addicted or something like that. I can't remember the track's name. But that's a really touching subject for me, because he talks about his mum, and I do have personal issues with my mum, and I feel, and yeah, nearly got emotional there. So Let Go of My Hand definitely touched me, because it kind of reminded me of the relationship that I have with my cousin, because he's growing up now, and I need to let go of his hand. Like, he's growing up, like, he don't need me around anymore. And it kind of touched me, and I was like, wow, like what J. Cole was saying, I could relate to. The album, for me, I just love J. Cole, so I really was on a level with this album. I feel like I'm more on a level with this album than I have been on other albums. So if you love your hip hop and if you like J. Cole and you want to hear what it has to offer, I definitely would suggest that you listen to it. Listen to the tracks that I've recommended. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Let me know on Instagram. You know, let me know if it's going to be dope or nope. Check out my IG stories. Follow me on Instagram at iMallyUK. So yeah, just let me know, innit? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. So now I finally get to talk about me. So last week I had the COVID vaccine. I am a Pfizer superhero. To be honest, I definitely want to tell you guys that I was very, very, very nervous. I think 2 weeks before being told that I could get the vaccine, someone told me that their sister died and it was just a sudden death. And I was like, what do you think she died of? And she was like, I think she died because she had the vaccine. And that really scared me because obviously you don't want to just suddenly die. Like, and I live alone, so like, if anybody was to, if nobody heard from me, like, I'm dead. So I was like, I don't know, like, it definitely just scared me and it made me nervous. And obviously there's been conspiracy theories out there for a long time, but I know that there's a 1 in a off chance that, you know, different people are going to have different side effects to the vaccine. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to have this shit because, you know, if I make it, I got shit to do. I want to see people. I got concerts to see. I want to go to the fucking cinema. So I'm going to get this shit. And if I die, I die. So I had the Pfizer vaccine, was very nervous, but it's literally just a jab. Like, it's literally just a pinch. Like, it's a pinch. And I was like, is that it? And she was like, yeah, it's done. And I was like, come give me the second one. I didn't think it was going to be this easy. So they were laughing and I was like, nah, honestly, give me the second one now. Yeah, the only side effects that I had was, so my arm, I had it in my left arm, and my arm at the start, like up here, was a little bit of pain and I couldn't really move this arm too much. I still went gym the next day, but I still couldn't move this arm. And then the pain kind of went more towards the underneath my arm, so like more of my armpit. So I genuinely felt like a lump was growing underneath my armpit. It's cooled off now, so that was my side effects, but no major side effects. Like, I didn't feel ill or anything. So yeah, I will encourage you guys to go and get it if you want to. No conspiracy theories in my comments. Don't hit me up about anything. I don't want to hear it. Also, this week, Muslims around the world celebrated Eid, and I just want to shout out all my gay Muslims out there in the closet and out in the open. I know a few in the closet and out in the open, and I just want to say, like, you are not alone. One thing that I always have a passion for is gay Muslims, because their struggle is completely different to everybody else's. In Jamaican culture, in black culture, in African culture, you know, we as black people, you know, it is frowned upon to be black and gay. And, you know, we also go through our struggles as well. But I definitely feel that for Muslims, their struggle is a little bit different to ours. Like, they're forced into marriage. They get arranged marriages. It's definitely not within their culture. So when I see a gay Muslim that is out and proud, like, I gotta commend it, because that shit's not easy. Like, they definitely get abandoned by their family and all sorts. So I have to commend it. And yeah, I just hope that all the Muslims out there, all my gay Muslims, had a good Eid. And or to all the Muslims out there, I hope you guys had a good Eid. And yeah, stay blessed. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe, and fucking share the video. Follow me on Twitter at iMallyUK. Follow me on Instagram at iMallyUK, and search for my playlist on Spotify. Search iMallyUK, and it's the iMally Spring Playlist 2021 for all your latest bops. I love you for watching. Check back here next week to find out what the word on road is, because the streets are always talking. See you soon.